Eustis, Florida, located in Lake County, is a small city with a rich history dating back to the 19th century. Here's an overview of its historical development, early history and naming pre-settlement. The area was originally inhabited by Native American tribes, notably the Seminoles, until the early 19th century. Founding and naming. Initially called Highlands in 1876, the settlement was renamed Lake Eustis around 1825 after General Abraham Eustis, a prominent figure in the Seminole Wars. The lake was dropped in 1883, and the city became simply Eustis. It was incorporated in 1883, with D.W. Herrick as the first mayor. Early settlement. A.S. Pendry homesteaded in the area in 1876, and the town was initially named Penderville before adopting the name Lake Eustis. Growth and development. Railroad and economic boom. The arrival of the railroad in 1880, connecting Eustis to Astor and Fort Mason, transformed the town into a hub for transportation and commerce. Passengers and freight used lake steamers to connect to nearby towns like Leesburg and Tavares. Citrus industry. By the late 19th century, Eustis became a major center for citrus production, earning the nickname Orange Capital of the World. The fertile lands and access to waterways fueled this industry, attracting settlers and boosting the economy. The Big Freeze. The Great Freeze of 1894 to 1895 devastated the citrus industry, halting economic growth. However, local merchant G.D. Clifford supported the community by keeping his lakefront general store open and extending credit to residents. Key historical figures and landmarks. G.D. Clifford, a prominent early settler, Clifford built a general store on Lake Eustis in the 1880s, which also housed an opera house, serving as a cultural center for Central Florida. His Victorian home, designed in 1894 and completed in 1911, is now the Eustis Historical Museum and Preservation Society, Clifford House, listed on the National Register of Historic Places since 1975. Frank Waterman, a philanthropist and fountain pen manufacturer from New York, Waterman built the Fountain Inn in the 1920s, which later served as a hospital. His contributions included funding community projects, and his Blue Lake Lodge once stood where Blue Lakes Estates now exists. Eustis City Hall, constructed in two phases, 1923 and 1927, in the classical revival style by architect Alan J. McDonough, this building served multiple purposes, including housing the library, police, fire department, and jail. Ocklawaha Hotel and Fountain Inn. The Ocklawaha Hotel catered to wealthy winter visitors in the early 1900s but burned down in 1923. The Fountain Inn, built by Frank Waterman, replaced it and was a significant community hub until the Great Depression. Cultural and community development. Education. Eustis Seminary, established in 1886 under Dr. J. H. Potter and Professor Byron F. Marsh, served students from 1st to 12th grades but closed around 1895 due to financial struggles. George Fest, established in 1902, this annual festival celebrating George Washington's birthday is one of the longest running in the United States. It features parades, fireworks, and community events, reflecting Eustis's strong sense of community. Historic downtown. The downtown area, along Lake Eustis, features historic buildings, brick sidewalks, and Farron Park, the oldest public park in Florida. The park hosts events, concerts, and offers scenic lake views. 20th century and modern era population growth. By 2010, Eustis had a population of 15,106, which grew to 23,189 by the 2020 census. The city remains part of the Orlando, Kissimmee, Sanford Metropolitan Statistical Area. Preservation of history. The Eustis Historical Museum, housed in the Clifford House, showcases artifacts, period furniture, and exhibits, including a room dedicated to Dr. Edgar J. Banks, an archaeologist and possible inspiration for Indiana Jones. Modern attractions. Eustis maintains its small-town charm with attractions like the Eustis Lake Walk, Trout Lake Nature Center, Hidden Waters Preserve, and the Bay Street Players at the historic State Theater. The city also hosts the Eustis Village Market and various festivals. Notable characteristics. Lake Eustis, the 7,000-acre lake, part of the Harris chain of lakes, has been central to the city's identity, supporting boating, fishing, and tourism. It connects to the St. Johns River via Haynes Creek and is home to the rare Lake Eustis pupfish. Community identity, known as America's hometown, Eustis balances its historical roots with modern growth, offering a mix of historic sites, outdoor recreation, and proximity to Orlando.